So last year I was stuck in a job where my salary barely covered my rent and my living expenses. And today, since starting my online business, I've had months where I've tripled what I used to earn in that old job. And the craziest part is I used to think back then that I was doing everything right with money. I watched all the personal finance YouTubers, I saved where I could, I invested a little, I tracked every single expense, I bought groceries from the cheaper supermarkets. I genuinely believe that if I just worked really, really hard at my respectable corporate job and stayed frugal, then I would eventually build financial freedom. But here's what actually happened. Month after month, my bank balance barely moved and I was still suffocated by bills and by inflation and the fear that maybe my life will just always be like this. What I didn't realize back then was this. It wasn't my job, it wasn't my spending that was the issue, it was the beliefs that I had around money at the time that were keeping me stuck. And today I'm gonna talk through the 4 money beliefs that kept me broke for years and that are keeping a ton of other people broke too. How I rewired those beliefs and how that helped me to finally start building real financial freedom. So if you feel like you've been doing all the right things too and still feel like you're going nowhere, then this video is gonna help you do the same. Timestamps below as always because I value your time. And by the way, if you're new here, hi, my name is Tika, and last year I quit my corporate job to build a life on my own terms. Since then, I've moved around, started making money online, and shared my journey along the way. On this channel, I talk about online business and personal finance so that you can build financial freedom and a life that you truly love. So the first damaging money belief that I had was that saving, investing, and being frugal would make me wealthy. I used to think that if I just penny pinched and saved everything that I could and invested the leftovers, that it would eventually allow me to build financial freedom. For years, I was tracking every single expense, cutting back on all the lattes and buying my groceries from discount supermarkets only. I was saying no to travel, to dinner with friends, and anything that wasn't really a need. And I don't want you guys to get this wrong. Like, saving and investing are really, really important skills for wealth protection and also building long-term security. But here's the truth. There is a limit to how much you can save. There is a cap to how much you can invest, and that cap is directly tied to how much you earn. I think a lot of you guys will relate to the struggle, but if you're not in a job that pays you big bucks, then after paying for your living expenses, all of your needs, you really don't find yourself having that much left over to invest. You know, for a lot of people, they've got high interest debt maybe that they need to pay off, like a credit card, or maybe you have a mortgage that you're paying off, and all of that eats away at your extra money. And so what do you have left over to invest? So the real limiting factor here is not your ability to save or your ability to invest. In fact, it's really your ability to generate income, to make money. There's really no ceiling to how much you can make. And once I realized that, I was just like, it. I stopped tracking my expenses. I stopped trying to penny pinch where I could. And I stopped obsessing over things like, oh, maybe if I buy blueberries from NSK, it's gonna be 3 ringgit cheaper than if I buy it at Jaya Grocer. I stopped wasting my time and my energy and my mental bandwidth trying to do all of those things, and instead focus all of my energy into learning the skill of how to make money. Because the truth is, I wasn't broke because I was buying the wrong blueberries or because I like to drink lattes once in a while. I was broke because I didn't know how to generate my own income. So since then, I flipped the switch in my brain and I started spending all of my time learning about entrepreneurship, learning about how to generate an income online, and it has paid dividends, genuinely. Like, doing that and starting my own business has made me way more money than I've ever made in a single month. And truly, like, it's not even about the money anymore, but rather the power that it gives to you. Because once you learn how to make your own money, you realize you never needed to be dependent on an employer to give you that money security, because you can create that security for yourself. So the reframe takeaway here is this: stop obsessing over saving every single penny and start learning learning how to earn more, because the ability to generate income will build real wealth faster than cutting costs ever will. The second damaging money belief I had is that I'm just not cut out for business and that making money is hard. For a long time, I believed that making money outside of a traditional job was just not for me. Business to me felt like something that other people did. Smarter people with big creative ideas, with tech skills and capital. And I used to think that business had to be like this big revolutionary disruptive concept, something that's never been done before, or at the very least like an official company with a team and an office space. But that is just not true anymore, especially in this day and age. The internet has changed everything. Literally anyone can start a business, and if you have a phone or a laptop and an internet connection, which I know you do because you are watching this video right now, then you have absolutely everything that you need to start your own business today. There are so many people out there, myself included, who are making money out of their bedrooms by themselves. No team, no office space, no capital, no nothing. All you really need, genuinely, after having gone through that journey myself, is just the willingness to start and the willingness to learn along the way. The options that you have for making money online are unlimited. You can create digital products or have a one-to-one coaching service or a group coaching service, freelancing work, content creation, brand sponsorships, affiliate marketing. I used to feel really put off by business because I thought it needed to be this big, complicated thing, but it's actually so simple, and building a business is actually very formulaic. To put it really simply, all business really is that you are solving a problem for someone in exchange for their money. That's it. You don't need to be servicing 1,000 people. You just need to start by helping one person. You don't need to be making $10,000 a month right off the bat. You can just start by making your first dollar, getting that first client, getting that first sale. One of the things that really helped me with shifting my mindset around this is the book Anything You Want by Derek Sivers. And in the book, he talks about how big things often start with something small. You just need to help solve a problem for just one person and then let it grow naturally. So he started this business called CD Baby, which is like an online distributor for independent music. And in the book, he says, I was just trying to help one musician, then another. I never planned to have a company. It was just me following my curiosity, helping people, and having fun. And that simple start eventually led his business to becoming one of the biggest online distributors for independent musicians out there. And he ended up selling it for like 22 million. Reading that honestly just took away all of the weight and all of the pressure from me, because I realized that I just need to start by helping one person. That's something I can totally do today. And guess what? That's something that you can do too. So the reframe takeaway here is that business isn't for special people. Literally anyone can start a business from their room with a laptop and an internet connection. If you are willing to learn, start messy, and help someone solve a problem, you are already in the perfect position to begin. And by the way, if you are serious about starting your own business but have no idea where to begin, I've actually made something for you. It's called 4 Steps to Start Your First Online Income Stream in Under 48 Hours, even if you have zero business experience. It's a free Notion workbook that takes you step by step through how to come up with your first profitable business idea, how to build your first offer, and how to actually take action to launch your business without all the stress and without all the guesswork. So many people want to start their first business, but they never actually do it, not because they're lazy and not because they're not capable, but simply because they don't know what first steps to take. And this guide fixes that. So if you're interested, you can check that out in the link in the description below. Once you're done with the Notion guide, and if you feel like you need to refine your idea further, or you need to get yourself unstuck, you want to figure out what exactly are the next steps that you should be taking, then you can actually apply to have a 30 for 30 call with me. It's a completely free call whereby in the first 30 minutes, I will help you get unstuck on your business idea, give you some more clarity and direction around it so you can take action and start earning income. And in the second 30 minutes, you'll be helping me by sharing parts of your journey and also your feedback. And just to let you know, this is not a sales call. I will not be pitching you anything. For full transparency, I am doing these calls because, I mean, one, I really want to help you guys, but two, I also want to understand like what exactly are your pain points and what are your specific struggles when it comes to launching your very first business. And this is because in future, I do intend on building useful tools and useful services that would help first-time entrepreneurs like you. So if that sounds like something that would really help you, then the link to apply for the 30 for 30 call is within the free free Notion guide. The third damaging money belief that I had is that courses and investing in online education is a scam. So let's be honest for a second. The online education space has definitely got quite the reputation, and we've all seen those shady ads that promise you're gonna make $1 million next month if you invest in this property. And yeah, like there's definitely a lot of scammers out there online, but to be honest, like scams are not just limited to online business or services. We see scams in our daily lives physically, in physical products and physical businesses too. I personally think that Lululemon is a scam. Why would you pay a fortune for a pair of leggings when you can get it at the fraction of that price from another seller where the quality of the material is pretty comparable, same level of comfort, same level of wearability? And the fact of the matter is, those two leggings, like the cheaper version and Lululemon, it's probably made from the same factory anyway. So scams are everywhere. It's not just limited to online services. And the fact of the matter is, just because some people sell garbage doesn't mean that the whole industry is broken. Traditional education cost me hundreds and thousands of dollars, but it did not teach me a single thing about how to build freedom for myself. You know what it did teach me though? It taught me how to follow the rules, how to shut up and just accept the status quo, how to sit in an office for 9 hours a day doing mindless work that chips away at my soul day by day for a paycheck that barely covers my rent and my living expenses, and to afford little luxuries that I don't feel like I deserve. That is what it taught me. I used to watch a lot of Ali Abdaal's content, and if there's one thing that I learned from him that has completely changed my life, is that you should not be afraid to invest in your learning and your knowledge. And by that, I mean paying to learn new skills, paying to acquire new knowledge, paying to accelerate your journey towards your goals, paying for books, paying for courses, paying for coaching. Ever since I started doing that, my life has completely changed, and it has given me the biggest return on investment. When I first started my fitness journey, I actually hired a PT for 3 months, and genuinely, like if I didn't have that PT, I would have just been like bumbling along on my fitness journey, not knowing what I was doing everything with the wrong form, injuring myself, not being motivated because like I have no clue and I feel so lost. And I genuinely don't think I would have stuck with it if I hadn't had my PT for the first 3 months. And because of that initial investment, I've stuck to my fitness journey for more than 2 years now. Whereas before I would start and then fall off, start and then fall off track. But now it's become a lifelong thing. Early on in my YouTube journey, I paid for a YouTuber course, and that accelerated my growth so much because it unlocked all of these different like hacks and tips that really changed the game for me. I also paid for a business course which teaches you how to like create your first offer, how to start selling online, and that's helped me a lot with building my own online income. Throughout the years, I've never felt guilty about paying for books. And y'all know, business books are not cheap. All of these things that I invested in, they were launch pads into becoming the person that I want to be. A physically fit and strong person who knows how to make money on her own terms and who has a killer personal brand online. The return on investment for all these things for me was huge. So the reframe takeaway here is, it's not paying for a scam. It's investing in your evolution. The right knowledge at the right time can collapse years of trial and error into just a few weeks of clarity and action. The fourth and final belief that I had is that selling is bad. This belief held me back for a year and a half. From when I first started my channel a year and a half ago, I was just posting content, showing up online every single week, giving free value, but never selling anything. And this is because deep down, I felt like selling was sleazy, and I was terrified of people thinking that I was just trying to make money. But that was a lie that I told myself to keep me in my comfort zone. And so here is what actually helped me to flip the switch. Selling is just offering a solution to someone who needs it. Think about it. When someone recommends you a solution or a product that is genuinely going to help solve your problem, you don't think it's sleazy, you don't find it annoying, you're grateful for it. And if it's like genuinely a solution that's going to help you solve your specific problem, then you'll be happy to pay for it. When I finally launched my creator coaching business, I realized there are so many people out there who were in the same position as I was just a few years ago, stuck in corporate jobs that they really hate, with so much potential and no idea how to turn all that knowledge that they already had into content and eventually into a business that will help other people. I wasn't pushing anything on anyone. I was building them a bridge from where they currently are to where they eventually want to go. And the positive feedback that I would get from my coaching calls proved that to me. I would have people saying things like, "Oh wow, wow, that was exactly the kind of help that I needed. Or, you know, my channel's growing really well now thanks to you. And that's when I realized selling isn't selfish. Withholding your offer is. If you have something that can genuinely help people, and if you are withholding that purely because you are afraid of judgment, then that is doing other people a disservice. So the reframe takeaway here is that selling isn't manipulation. It's offering a way out. And if what you're offering truly helps other people, it's a disservice not to sell. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that was helpful to you. If you want more content like this, I do have a newsletter where I share things to do with building financial freedom, entrepreneurship, personal finance, and also personal growth. So you can subscribe to that in the link in the description below. And also, like I mentioned, there's also the free Notion guide on how to start your first business in 48 hours, and also the 30 for 30 calls if you'd like even more support on refining and building your business idea. Okay guys, take care and see you in the next video.